Hello, hi. Where are others? Your camera is not on. Yes, good evening, good evening. Need energy. Consider this is a new batch again. It's a new topic. We got another chance now to learn from beginning. OSPF is my voice is clear, guys. Yes. Hello, hello. Guys, I'm replying you on text messages. Can you please hold on? Okay, so let me share my screen. Okay, so let's start. Yeah, good evening, everyone. Mhm. Okay, so let's start BGP. So we'll cover just basic fundamentals today. And okay, so let me give you some overview what we are going to learn in BGP so that you guys can keep learning from pre-recorded videos also. Okay. Okay, so so mostly like we have these topics which we are going to cover BGP. Then we will discuss about MPLS, L3 VPN, okay, and MPLS L3 VPN and DMVPN. Okay, and we'll discuss IPsec also. Okay. So what we will be going to learn in BGP. So first of all, I'm going to teach you introduction to BGP. So this is what we are going to learn today. Introduction to BGP. Why we need BGP. Okay, so why we need BGP. Okay, so this is the one important. What is AS number? What is AS number, which we will learn today. Okay. Okay, and we'll discuss about there are two types of BGP. Okay, means we will learn just BGP, basic BGP, and what is AS number. Okay, and how you will buy the AS number and why we need BGP. That's the important question. Okay, then after that, I will teach you what is eBGP. Okay, in eBGP we have some concepts like eBGP multi-hop. Okay, and we'll see how you make BGP neighborship with eBGP routers. Okay, and also we will learn about what is update source loopback, update source. We will also discuss about what is this next hop self. Okay, and then we will learn about IBGP. In IBGP, there are a lot of things which we need to learn. That is like split horizon rule. Okay, split horizon rule. So there is a concept in IBGP. So IBGP stand for Internal Border Gateway Protocol, IBGP, and eBGP stand for External Border Gateway Protocol. Okay, there are two types of BGP, IBGP and eBGP. So in split horizon rule, there is a problem, okay, which we will discuss. And this is very important question for interviews. Okay, just hold on, guys. Okay. Okay, so like when you go for interview in BGP, so mostly people ask you, okay, tell me why we need BGP. So I'm going to cover this. They will ask you what is eBGP multi-hop. We will understand what is multi-hop. They will ask you what is the update source loopback concept, which we will learn here. And then maybe they can ask you what is next hop self. We will learn these things. So in there is a big issue in IBGP that's called split horizon rule. And to fix that, there are three things which are solution to fix the split horizon rule. I will tell you first of all, we need to understand what is split horizon rule. And after that, you need to learn there is a concept called full IBGP mesh. Okay, full IBGP. Then we have a route reflector. I'm sure people from industry have heard about this route reflector. Okay, and we will learn about confederation. Okay, confederation. So generally these two topics, route reflector and confederation, they come under CCIE. It's not part of CCNP or any BGP. but don't worry, we will be going to learn that. Okay. So, okay. And there are then in BGP, we will learn about BGP attributes. Okay. There are a lot of attributes in BGP. Okay. Like weight, local preference, which is called LP. Then we have AS path prepend. Okay. Then we have like MED. Okay, multi-exit discriminator, and there are others also. Okay, which we will going to see in the BGP attributes. Means how, like if company is going to ask you scenario based question. Okay, so they will give you this question mostly. All the interviewers ask this question, that this is your company router, this is ISP 1, this is ISP 2. Okay, screen दिख रही है ना सभी को ढंग से? Yeah, able to see the screen. Yeah. So how you forward all your traffic from the ISP side, outgoing traffic from this side, and incoming traffic from this side. How you will achieve this. So we will learn all these things in the BGP attributes. So basically weight and local preference are used for outgoing traffic. Okay. And AS path prepend and MED is used for incoming traffic. Okay, so this is very important. These are four major important attributes which we have to learn to understand BGP scenario based question. Okay, so this topic, what we call BGP, so it is going to take almost like 15 to 20 hours. Okay, it can go up to more than that also. So 15 से 20 घंटे इसको लगेंगे, 15 to 20 hours. So almost 7 to 8 classes of BGP. Okay. And there are other small things in BGP like what is authentication, which we will learn. Okay. We will learn about summarization. Okay. Summarization means how you can club the roots together. We will understand about communities also. Okay. What are communities and all. And also, whatever topics we are going to learn, it's all related to real scenarios or real based lab. Okay. So real based scenarios. Real based scenarios means I will not only teach you BGP, I will show you how your company is going to do NAT, how your intern VLANs are working, everything means once you learn the BGP, I will show you the internal uh, your internal connectivity also, that how your LAN network is connected. Okay, and how you can access the ISP with the BGP concepts. Okay, I will show you one of the lab of BGP which we are going to learn. Okay, once you will be good in BGP. Okay, so there are a few other topics because I'm just writing without looking at any reference. Okay, this is what major topics are. There are some small topics which we will cover also. And trust me, guys, those who joined with me for CCNP and RC, okay, so there are a lot of topics which are not in this. Okay, like router reflector configuration or something. Okay, which I'm going to additionally going to teach you so that you will be able to clear the interviews. Okay. So after that, we will learn the MPLS. Okay, so MPLS is okay. You guys can take a screenshot of this. I'm going to remove now. मैं Yeah. So after that, we will learn MPLS. Okay, what is MPLS? Okay, why we need MPLS? Because why, what, these questions are more important for interviews. Okay, and what is LDP? What is label distribution protocol? What is uh, like MPLS operations? Operations like push, pop, and swap. What are the rules of customer edge routers? What are rules of provider edge routers and P routers, which are called provider routers? So these are the concept of MPLS. And we will also understand, like in MPLS, there is a concept called implicit null, okay, which is like removing the label and forward to the last router. Okay, and then we will learn about L3 VPN. So what is L3 VPN? Okay, so this is ISP like Airtel. Okay, so this is Airtel router. and this is another Mumbai router. Okay, so we will take a reference. Suppose this is your customer A, or this is your company. This is company A. Okay, and the company A has office in another office. So suppose this is Delhi office, Delhi router of Airtel, and this is Mumbai Airtel office. Okay, this is Mumbai. Okay, and now company A has another office in Mumbai also. So when you guys have done CCNA or CCNP, you always get confused. So whenever I created labs, like whether it is EIGRP, OSPF, and we said, okay, there are two routers, one is Delhi and one is Mumbai. Yes. And you all had a question that how they are connected. Yeah. Yes or no? You had this question in your mind, right? Because when we are doing OSPF, EIGRP and all, you feel like, okay, they are connected, but how they are connected? So basically you take the connection from Airtel, okay, or any ISP, okay, and they are giving you some connectivity, like they are giving you one connection from Delhi and they are giving you another connection in Mumbai. So basically ISP is going to create a tunnel from Delhi to Mumbai routers of Airtel, okay, so that these two locations of your company will connect with each other, and this is called L3 VPN, MPLS L3 VPN. Okay, means like Airtel is creating a tunnel. This is like a VPN tunnel, or you can say layer 3 tunnel, which is actually forwarding company A data to company A branch office. So between whenever I say Delhi, Mumbai are connected, so you will like you do not know the backend, so we will learn the backend, but I am going to teach you up to L3 VPN. Okay, so by the way, again, those who joined me for CCNP, like in CCNP, we have this only theory concept here. Okay, means we just need to understand what is MPLS theory, like 1 hour, 2 hours maximum. Okay, but here we are going to see the configuration also. Because without configuration, you will not understand MPLS. So it is like bonus for you all. Okay, where we are going to spend almost 3-4 hours on one big lab, where we will connect two offices like company A, company B. Okay, so that you understand the proper L3 VPN. But this is not the end, guys. This is not the end. ISP is very big. ISP, like once you complete your CCNP or whatever, right? After that, you guys can go for L2 VPN. You can go for EVPN. You can go for segment routing. Okay. So that all those topics comes under CCNP and CCIE service provider. So those who want to learn all this stuff, they can go for like we already have a like CCNP service provider recordings available. You guys can enroll for that also, and you can get this all data, what extra you need for service provider. Okay, but for basic like MPLS and L3 VPN, I think if you learn this one, that you are still enough to get a job in the ISP networks. Okay. Okay, and after that we will learn DMVPN, okay, which is dynamic multi-point VPN. We will first learn GRE, okay, then we will learn the phase 1, the phase 2, and the phase 3. Okay, and then we understand about some IPsec also, and we'll try to create a tunnel of IPsec as well. Okay, means this is all, and it is going to take again from BGP to MPLS to DMVPN to IPsec. Okay, still we all have like still we are going to spend around 30 hours, I think. Okay, which means if I'm taking 2.5 hours, so roughly I think within uh, 2 months, I think we will be able to complete all these concepts. Clear, everyone? Okay, means this is April, and by May, June, okay, by June 15, you will be able to learn all these concepts. Okay, so got the clarity now? Feels okay. So OSPF, whatever you learned in OSPF, okay, if you know the basic of OSPF, still you can learn this and keep revising your OSPF knowledge or BGP. So consider now this is like and like for you, this is like fresh start. Okay, because many people maybe they are not using OSPF, they want to work mainly on BGP, and many people they are good in OSPF but they are not good with BGP. Okay, so people, those who want to brush up, they can go ahead. Okay, so now let's talk about BGP. Okay, so first of all, BGP stands for Border Gateway Protocol. Okay, so BGP stand for Border Gateway Protocol. And by the way, if you don't know the theory behind that, so let me revise for you routing. So there are three types of routing, right? So one is static, one is default, and one is dynamic, right? In dynamic routing, then we have like different protocols, like we have RIP, Routing Information Protocol, EIGRP, we have OSPF. So all these three protocols, okay, including one more which is ISIS, okay, which is also under service provider. So all these are under the category of interior gateway protocols. Interior gateway protocol. ठीक है, तो ये सारे क्या इंटीरियर गेटवे प्रोटोकॉल हैं. एंड देयर इज वन अनदर प्रोटोकॉल विच इज BGP. Okay, but that comes under exterior gateway protocol. Exterior gateway protocol. Okay, so now if your company, like you have Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, Kolkata, like these four locations, so you are going to run which protocol inside IGP? So these are IGP. These BGP is called exterior gateway protocol. So inside the company, which protocols you are going to use? IGP. Okay, so now consider this is your company. Okay, maybe HCL. Okay, so inside HCL, everyone is going to use IGP. Okay, and now you guys have taken the connection from Airtel, and Airtel is a big ISP, and Airtel also having a lot of routers connected, and they have their own internal network also. Yeah, they have their own internal network. So internally, they are also using which protocol? Type in the chat, guys. Today, क्या हुआ? आवाज नहीं आ रही क्या? My screen is not visible. Okay, okay. तो पहले क्या, पहले भी शेयर नहीं हुई थी? Okay, when I was discussing the syllabus that time also, it was not shared. It was there. Okay, okay. ठीक है, ठीक है. Okay, okay, ठीक है. Okay, so let's repeat here. So BGP stand for Border Gateway Protocol. Okay, there are three types of routing: static, default, and dynamic. Okay, and in dynamic we have three protocols: RIP, EIGRP, OSPF, or like ISIS, and these are interior gateway protocols. And there is one protocol which is BGP, which is exterior gateway protocols. Okay, so suppose a company, okay, like HCL and all, and they have office in Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, Kolkata. Okay, so internally they are going to use which protocols? Interior gateway protocols. Okay, and like a big ISP like Airtel. Okay, they have a lot of routers, they have connectivity, right? And they have their own network. Consider, so this is Airtel or any ISP. This is ISP network. This is your company network. Okay, inside ISP also they are going to use IGP. So which protocols comes under IGP, which stand for Interior Gateway Protocol? Interior Gateway Protocol. So those are RIP, EAGRP, OSPF, and there is like similar like OSPF, ISIS. Okay. And under the Exterior Gateway Protocol, which is EGP, there is only one protocol. Exterior Gateway Protocol has only one protocol, that is BGP. Okay, so inside they are running IGP, but when company and Airtel is going to connect together, okay, they are going to use which protocol? BGP. Are you getting my point, guys? Where we use. Okay, so Airtel has given connection to other companies also, right? So maybe this is another company, this is another company, right? Maybe this is another company. Okay, and this ISP is connected to another ISPs also, right? ISP2, ISP3, right? And they all have big network, right? And their routers, everyone is running what? BGP. The whole internet is running on which protocol? The whole internet is running on BGP. That's why it is also known as internet routing protocol. Okay, internet routing protocol. So means to run internet, we use internet running routing protocol, that is BGP. BGP stand for Border Gateway Protocol. Okay, means like how we define that we have to run BGP or any different like OSPF and all. So there is a concept which is called AS number. Okay, क्या है concept? There is a concept which is called AS number, which we all have to buy if you want to run BGP. Okay. So first of all, we need to understand why we run BGP. Mhm. Okay. So in BGP, there is a concept which is called AS number. Okay. So every company need a AS number if you want to run BGP. But first, you need to learn why we run BGP, why we need BGP. It's very important, guys, because that's the whole concept. Okay, why we need to learn BGP. Okay, so please focus now that why we need to run BGP. Okay, so let's take some cases. Okay, so first of all, like you are a company. Okay, this is you have only one router. Okay, and you just need internet connectivity, and this is ISP. Okay, and ISP provide connectivity so that you can connect to internet, right? So this is your LAN network. You have a lot of computers, servers, whatever, right? So that's your internal network. So in this case, you need normal routing because you have only one connection, that is ISP. And so you just need normal routing. That's you can use which routing? Default routing. Yeah. Clear everyone? if you need normal internet connection, you put a default route and forward all your traffic to ISP. And you know this thing what in CCNA we learn default routing like IP route 000, right? Then again 000. It means any network, any subnet mask, I will forward all my traffic to ISP. Suppose ISP IP is 1.1.2. So you will put all your traffic to 1.1.2. Yes. Yeah, clear? So in this case, you do not need BGP because that's not required for your network. Okay. So then we have another connectivity where your router gateway 1 has two connections with same ISP. Okay, both. So you have similar network, same network, like some computer servers, but this time you have two links. This is primary link A, this is primary link B. Okay, you can say this is your 100 Mbps, this is your 50 Mbps, right? Okay, so you are getting, but you are getting both the connections from one ISP. Okay, so in this case also you can use what? Default routing. Okay, you can use default routing and you can create the same static default route, which is IP route. Okay, so suppose we have two IP addresses now, 1.1.2, 2.1.1.2. So you can say IP route 0000, and then you can say 1.1.1.2. Then you can also create another default route, which is IP route, because you have two links, na? So that's why you will put two default routes. Okay. And but in the second default route, if you want to use this as a backup connection, then you can put it by default. What is the AD value of default routes? 1. Because default routing or static routing both are considered in Cisco, they have AD value 1. So by default, they have AD value 1. And in the second default route, you can put type 2. Okay, and you can type 1 and 2 also like this also. So what will happen? Your all traffic will go from A path, but in case if A path go down, automatically the router is going to install this routing table and it will forward all your traffic to 2.1.1.2. Clear everyone? I will show you if you are not aware of this thing. Okay, so that's called floating default route or floating static routes also. Okay, whenever you change the AD value in the static routes or default value, they are called floating static routes. Okay, but this is the scenario. So in this case also BGP is not required. Then why we need BGP? Right, I'm showing you these two states. Okay, so this connection is called single home. So this type of network, when you have single ISP, single connection, that's called single home. In single home, BGP is required? No. Okay. So where in this case, we have one ISP, but two connection, that's called dual home. Dual home. So do you think in dual home, we require BGP? No. Clear now? In these two designs, we do not need BGP. Okay, let's go further now. So in another case, okay, now I will create here. The similar design, you have gateway. Okay. The same type of network. Okay, so this is like server, but this time you have ISP1 and this is ISP2. Okay, which is further connected to internet, right? Obviously, I'm sure you can imagine ISPs help you to connect to internet. So I'm not designing that internet. So now in this case, when your company gateway has two internet connections, and you just put a default route, right? Okay. But now the question is, do you want to manipulate the traffic? Does your company want you to send outgoing traffic from this side, and you want all your internet traffic will come from this side? Do you have that kind of requirement, Rubinder? Okay, so do you have route manipulation requirement? Do you have route manipulation requirement? क्या आपको route traffic छेड़खानी करनी है? Okay, do you want to really manipulate the path? You really want that Google traffic will go from this side, Facebook traffic will go from this side. Okay, Twitter traffic means, do you want to play with the traffic? If yes, if it is yes, then we have to use BGP. If it is no, then it is no BGP required. Clear, everyone? So if you want to play with the traffic, okay, I want to send traffic for Google from ISP1, I want to send a traffic to Facebook from ISP2, then it is called route manipulation or route manipulation, you can say. So if you want to manipulate the traffic, if you want to change the traffic according to the company requirement, okay, then BGP is required here. And BGP, in this case, this is called multi-home. This scenario is called multi-home because you have two home. Home means ISP, okay, multi-home. So this design is called multi-home. When you have two ISP connectivity, that's called multi-home. And in multi-home, we can run BGP. Okay, but depend according to your company requirement, because I have seen a lot of real industry networks where they have multi-home, but they are not running BGP. ओके, तो ऐसे बहुत सारे डिजाइन्स आपको मिलेंगे जहां पे दो दो आईएसपी लगे हुए हैं पर बीजीपी वो फिर भी नहीं चला रहे. Okay, because they do not want to manipulate the traffic, that's why they are not running BGP. So if a company has a requirement, they want to play with the traffic, they want incoming traffic, outgoing traffic according to their requirement, then they have to run BGP, because BGP is the only protocol in the world. BGP is the only protocol which can manipulate incoming traffic. Okay, there are a lot of other protocols like OSPF and all. They can only change outgoing traffic behavior, but BGP can change incoming traffic behavior also. So that's the reason BGP is used, because we can change the incoming traffic, that how, which link you want to use for your incoming traffic. Okay, just imagine you want all the users, okay, or you want all your traffic to come from ISP2, not from ISP1. Clear, everyone? Now in the last design, in the last concept, so you just get two connection. Okay, let me write on the top. Okay, which is not okay. So like normally, like if you have ISP1, two links, and two ISP2, Okay, so ISP2 also you have two links. Okay, so this design is called a dual multi-home. Dual multi-home. So can we run BGP here? Yes, we can run BGP. Okay, but again depends on the route manipulation that you really want to manipulate the traffic or not. Okay, so let's repeat. What is single home? Single home means single ISP, one ISP, one connection is called single home. Okay, one ISP with multiple connection, dual home. Dual home means we have two links to the home. Dual home. When you have multi ISP, that's called multi home, and when you have double connection with the multi home, that's called dual multi home. Clear everyone? समझ आ गया? Okay. Okay, so in which case the first answer why we need BGP is that if you want to change your incoming traffic behavior or outgoing, okay, first answer we got why we need BGP, because people are learning BGP but they don't know why we need BGP. The first reason we need to run BGP to change the incoming and outgoing traffic behavior. This is the real answer when you go for interviews, to change the incoming and outgoing traffic behavior. Okay, or simply say to change the incoming and outgoing traffic. Okay, to change the incoming and outgoing traffic, we use BGP. Then second thing, okay, let me show you one example. Okay, so like, okay, let's take an example. This is company router. Okay, and we have taken the connection from Airtel. Okay, Airtel, can you give us internet lease line? That's called ILL. Okay, that's called internet lease line. Okay, suppose it's like 20 Mbps. Okay, so now Airtel has given. So consider this. We got 200.1.1.2. Airtel side IP is 200.1.1, and Airtel has given us around 5 IP address: 200.1.2, 200.1.1.3, 200.1.1.4, 200.1.1.5. Okay, like this. Consider. Okay, so we got around, normally they give a 29 pool. Okay, whenever you take ILL connection from ISP, no, most of them they give 29/29. So it means 32 minus 29 is 3. To the power of 3 is 8 IP address. How many IP address we get? This is how you can solve easily, right? 29, 32 address IP version 4 is 32-bit, 32 minus 29, 3. So this is your host bits. To the power of 3, you get around 8 IP address, and one IP reserved for network ID, one for broadcast. So total, how many IPs, usable IPs you have? Around 6 IP addresses. Okay, so consider now 200.1.1.1.0 is your network ID, and 201 they have like given to their Airtel office side, 2, 3, 4, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and 200.1.1.7 is your broadcast ID. Okay, so now we got around 5 IP address. Now it is your choice which IP you want to give to the router. Okay, so consider we have given 200.1.1.2, and these IP addresses, I can use this as my static IP. So these are my static IP. Okay, so these are my static IP. So what will happen? A company has a LAN network, right? And a lot of users again, right? But they have some specific area also, which is like where they have servers. Okay, like server 1, server 2, server 3. Okay, or maybe different applications. Okay, so you can call them, this is like server area or like my small data center. Okay, so these devices, okay, so these devices, I'm going to convert all of them into these static IP addresses. Okay, I'm going to use, okay, so the second reason why we need BGP to advertise public IP pool. Okay, to advertise public IP pool. So if you are a small company, you just need 4 or 5 addresses, okay, or even up to 10 IP addresses. You can directly contact ISP. Hey, ISP, can you give me these IP addresses so that I can use for my public IP? I can, because if you want to access server, okay, so consider अगर किसी को बाहर से, okay, consider this is Airtel and this is the outside world and there are some users, okay, so which are doing like work from home, or maybe these users are coming to your servers and they access, maybe this is like any server which is publicly available. Okay, maybe it's like Ghana.com, iTunes.com, any like Spotify. Okay, so how these users will listen to this music? Like let's consider this is Spotify. So how these people will access this server? So obviously you need to give public IP addresses to the server. Yes or no? अगर चाहते हो आप बाहर की दुनिया इनको एक्सेस करे, if you need people from outside world will access my servers, you want to give them what IP addresses? Public IP addresses. But for a small company, it is okay. Okay, you do not have to run BGP because you are taking these IP addresses from the ISP and you are paying for this connection. But you do not have to run BGP because Airtel is already sending all 200 network in their BGP. Because everyone on the internet, everybody understand that this 200.1.0 belongs to Airtel. Okay, let me show you. Let's see everyone what test I'm going to show you. So let's do one thing. Let's go to our website, one of the website. Okay, and go for this website. What is my IP? Right now, everyone go to this website. What is my IP? Okay, we got the IP 180.188.250. So I got an IP. Now I will go to BGP. Okay, so let me check if I'm able to. Yeah. So right now I just got a website bgp.tools and I'm going to I paste this IP address. Okay, now I got to know this IP address which I got from. Okay, so this ISP is Net Plus. Okay, actually I'm in Punjab. I don't know why it is showing me UP. Okay, but it's okay because maybe. Okay, so now you can see this IP address pool. This IP address belong to this Net Plus broadband because I'm using this ISP today, Net Plus something, okay, which is my local ISP. He is giving me this IP address pool, but I'm the single person, so he has given me just one single IP. It means this whole pool is taken by Net Plus. Okay, and they are already sharing that information in the BGP. And the A this Net Plus has this AS number because every company has a AS number. Okay, you can see this is some Net Plus 8 years old or something, right? And they have this AS number 13336 something. And they are taking the connection upstream means they are taking connection from this Bharti Airtel. Okay, so what exactly happened? What I'm trying to show you here. Okay, so if you have like 4 or 5 servers, 5, 10 servers, you do not require BGP. You can just take an internet connection and get the static IP from the ISP. ठीक है, तो अगर आपके 4-5 सर्वर हैं, लाइक इफ यू वांट टू रन सीसीटीवी, इफ यू वांट टू just give a public IP to any particular server, okay, if your requirement is not that big, okay, if your requirement is not that big, you can just simply get the static IP and configure on your devices, okay. But if you are a very very big company, तो अगर आप बहुत बड़ी कंपनी हो, okay, if you are a big company, suppose like you want to become ISP, or you are a company like HCL, Wipro. Okay, if you are a very big company, then what you will do? Because you can't use only 5 IP address, because you are a big company, you need a lot of IP addresses, and ISP can give you IP address in a limitation. They can't give you 200 IPs, 500 IPs. Then if you need a lot of IP addresses, in that case, what you will do? तो अगर आपको बहुत ज्यादा आईपी चाहिए, इफ यू नीड लॉट ऑफ आईपी एड्रेसेस, व्हाट यू विल डू? Okay, let's create that big scenario now. Okay, so if we have like lot of offices, right, big data center, you have a lot of servers everywhere, you have big data center, right, and your requirement that you need a lot of IP addresses. Okay, so in this case, if you have a lot of servers and the servers have a lot of load, right? It's a big application you guys are have in your company, okay, or a big software application, whatever. Okay, so all these servers need public IP, right? It's you need public IP. So to need more IP addresses, if you need 50, 100, or if you need a lot of IP addresses, then you go to AppNic. Okay, so as I mentioned, there is a big like agency, which is INA, Internet Assigned Number Authority. And according to the region, they have divided into this 5 continents, like Asia Pacific Network Information Center, AFRNIC, okay, Africa Network Information Center, LACNIC, Latin America Network Information Center, RIPE, which is RUSIX Internet Protocol Exchange. Okay, तो ये continent wise इन्होंने divide कर दिया. Okay, INA has divided into 5 RIR. So these are called RIR. So I will contact my RIR for India, the AppNic. Okay, AppNic. I will go to this AppNic, not physically to their office, to their website. Okay, appnic.net. So now, as a big company, what I need here, I have a lot of servers. So I need a lot of IPs, right? Because ISP is saying that ISP can only give me 5 to 10 IP. Then I will go here and say that I need IP addresses. यार एक्साइटेड रहो, देखो मैं तुम्हें इतनी दुनिया भर का ज्ञान दे रहा हूं, तुम एक्साइटेड ही नहीं हो. Do you want me to teach like the normal trainers? Okay, let's start BGP, start doing lab, and what is the benefit if you don't know what is the use of BGP? Yeah, this is not in your content, but be active. Okay, how many of you are active? Raise hand. I need 100 hands today because 160 people in the class today. Good, good. अबे मुंह छुपा रहा है गौरव. कि मेरा ओके. ओके, ग्रेट. मुझे एनर्जी मिलती है इससे एक्चुअली. ओके, so if you need a lot of IP addresses, I will contact AppNic. Okay, I will contact AppNic, and so AppNic is Regional Internet Registry, which is called RIR. Okay, now you can see there is an application process here. Okay, that it will take around 2 to 5 working days to give you the IP address approval. Okay, so after the payment, obviously they are not free. Okay, and to become a eligible for this, So first of all, what are the benefits of having Appnik membership? Be in control. Okay, it means get your own IP addresses. Do not rely on ISP, because ISP can change the IP addresses and your company network or DNS can have issues, right? Because you do not want to rely. If you are a big application, you need your own IP addresses and you need AS numbers also. Okay. So choose your peering and upstream providers. Now you can choose to whom you want to become a neighbor and to whom you do not want. Because if ISP Airtel is giving you connection, so or maybe Airtel is forwarding your traffic from one of the competitor, or just take an example. Okay. Means you want peering according to your requirement. Okay. Reduce the overhead of your renumbering your network every time. You do not have to change according to the ISP. Okay. DNS services. Okay. Manage your internet number resources. Okay. Means you can manage the entire network according to that. Okay. So this is all about this Appnik. Okay. So what is eligibility? You guys are eligible if you take minimum /24 IP from Appnik. So tell me how many IP addresses we get in /24. Type in the chat. /24 gives you how many IP address? 256. I don't know why you are typing 255. Okay. 256 IP addresses you get, where if you have network ID, broadcast ID, it will give you 254. तो 254 आईपी मिलती हैं भाई, ठीक है. सो नॉर्मली यू गेट अराउंड 254 आईपी. So if you have 254 IP addresses requirement, okay, then you guys are okay to take the IPv4 delegation criteria. Okay. And you should have a good plan that you will scale up your company to /23. Means it's not that you need 200. Okay, they will give you 200. They need scalability also, that your company will have maybe right now you have only 550 or 100 servers, but in future you need 300 500 IPs, because /23 will give you 510 IP addresses. Okay, how many IP addresses? 512 minus 2 network ID, broadcast ID 510. Okay. Now this is criteria for small multi-homing delegations. Okay, again, you should be currently multi-homed. Multi-home means you should have around 2 ISP connections. You should have around, at least you need 24, means around 200 plus IP addresses. Okay. And within 6 months, you are going to advertise your IP addresses to the internet. Okay. And okay, as of now, currently, you should have a network where you are going to consume almost 25% of the requested address immediately, and 50% of those IP addresses in 1 year. Means if you are taking 256 IP addresses, within 1 year, you need to use those IP addresses, else you are out of the criteria. It's not like you are paying that everyone can take that. Okay. You should follow the rules. This is what I'm showing you here. Okay. And if you want to become ISP, okay, so you need to connect with a lot of exchange points and all. Okay. It's like connecting with internet exchange points. Yeah. Okay. So this is the criteria, and this is AS number. Okay. You need AS number also. And this is the fees, guys. If you need 256 address, I think it's $500 plus $1180. So first year, for around 256 addresses, you are going to pay $1680. Okay, 1680 Australian dollars. Okay, which is around 92,000 rupees every year. Yeah, it's per year, Jay. This is per year. Okay, but every year, then after that, you have to pay only 1180, not 500. This is for one time, for just a sign up fee. But every year, the renewal fee is $1180. how easy or difficult it is to become an ISP company. Depends how much you want to invest. Then if you have a lot of money, then it becomes easy to become an ISP. Yeah. Like just imagine how Jio became the hash one company in India. Because मुकेश भैया हैं उनके पास. Okay. So 1180 and 500, it's around 1680. And so this is 256 address. Now, still many companies are not having engineers which have like good knowledge on IPv6. Okay. And some companies, they still go for IP version 4. But if you take IPv6 in the same cost, you are getting /48. Just imagine to the power of 80. Okay, 48 is network bits. 128 minus 48, which is 80, to the power of 80. It's like billions of IP address you will get if you only take IPv6 in the same cost. But you will get IPv6 instead of IP version 4. Now it is totally your choice that what IP addresses you want. IP version 4 is very costly. You get only 256 addresses in 92,000 rupees. And you get a lot of billions IP addresses if you go for IPv6. Okay, so this is all about now when you take IP addresses. Suppose we got the IP addresses, guys, in my network. Okay, we have taken the pool, we have submitted application, everything, and we got a pool 200.1.7.0/24. So this is provided to me with AppNic. Okay, and you will connect a link, right? Still you need ISP for peering. Okay, so maybe you connect with again Airtel or something. Okay, so that you can connect. So now all these servers, only a BGP neighbor who is already running BGP can help you to forward, because if the people from internet, how they will use your connection, how they will use the servers, how they will access servers. तो ये लोग कैसे servers को access करेंगे? How they will access server when their ISP have your IP address, right? When their routers have your company server's address, then only these people, outside users, can access your servers. It means I need to advertise, I need to share my this 200.1.7.0 to Airtel, and Airtel will share this to the entire world. Yes or no? तो आपकी कंपनी के नेटवर्क को भेजना पड़ेगा ना इंटरनेट पे, तभी तो पूरी दुनिया को पता चलेगा. Yes, you want to share your network to the entire world, then only they can come to your server. Then only they can access your servers, right? Yes or no? And to forward your information, to forward your prefixes, you need BGP. To advertise public IP pool, we need BGP. If you have lot of IP addresses without BGP, there is no option in the world to use internet. Are you getting my point? If you want to forward that information to the entire world, you have to use BGP. Okay. And to run BGP, you need another number which is called AS number. Okay. To get this IP, you need to apply for one AS number. Somewhere it is written over here. Okay. That I want, you can see ASN request, that I want AS number also. Okay. So what is AS number now? We'll discuss. Okay. So we need to buy one number which is called AS number. Okay. I am done. I know now I have to run BGP. To run BGP now, I need a number which is called AS number. Is this clear, guys? To advertise, to change the incoming and outgoing traffic. Okay, we can do that with BGP, and to advertise public IP pool, which we bought it from Appnik or INA. Okay, whatever IP address we bought from Appnik and all, we need to advertise them to the internet. Okay, and to advertise, we need BGP, and to run BGP, we need AS number. It is all interlinked with each other. IP address चाहिए तो BGP चाहिए, BGP चाहिए तो AS number चाहिए. Okay, because BGP means AS number, you can say. So what is AS number, which is called autonomous system? So every company who is okay. So AS number range from 1 to 64511, which is called public AS. And then 64512 to 65535 is private AS. Okay, means you can use that for free. Okay, but if you want to run BGP with the entire world or with public people or with people, you can go for public AS number. Okay, so what will be the design? Okay, so now you consider this is your company. Okay, so this is maybe AS number 513. Okay, so ISP has the AS number 730. There is another company which is AS 536. There is another company, maybe AS 1313116. Okay, means all the entire world, all the companies have a number, and those are all have AS number. It okay, and they all are connected with each other, and this is called AS by AS or autonomous system by AS. So AS autonomous system, AS. So BGP provides AS to AS connectivity. So you can say that BGP is actually sharing all routes with each other with the help of AS by AS connectivity. Okay, AS connects with each other with BGP protocol. Okay, means we all have BGP neighborship between all of them. And these AS number are nothing. They are different companies, and every company has a AS number. Okay, so maybe this company is, let's call Nestle. Okay, maybe this is like Pepsi. This is maybe Google. Okay, maybe this is Twitter. Okay, maybe this is Facebook, which is now what we call that nowadays, Meta. Okay, so all these are connected, and maybe all they are connected with one of the ISP. Let's call this is AT&T. Okay, this is ISP, and AT&T is further connected to another ISPs like maybe Airtel, maybe Tata. Okay, and a lot of other customers. Okay, like Tata is connected with India customers also, like maybe what we call any company, right? Okay, maybe TCS. Okay, so that's a part of Tata only. Okay, so maybe another company like Indigo Airlines or something like that. Okay, means all the customers, everyone is connected with each other, and all they have AS number, and that's called router. BGP is a AS by AS protocol also. That's why we can say AS BGP is AS by AS protocol. AS by AS protocol. The entire world is running on BGP. Okay, so what happened? Just understand. Okay, so consider now this is your company where you have a lot of servers, right? And whatever pool we got, like 200.1.7.0, and this is your router. And now you running BGP, you forward that information to AT&T. AT&T forward to all those customers. Means everyone will come to know all the information with each other. Okay, so let me show you something now. Okay, and that's called BGP looking glass. So what is BGP looking glass? So whenever you are running BGP and when you advertise your IP address to the entire world, तो जब आप अपने IP addresses को BGP में डाल देते हो, okay, when you put your IP addresses in BGP, then because everyone is running BGP, the whole internet is running BGP, you have to check that my routes are received by other companies or not, or other big countries or not, right? So then every ISP has a looking glass. Okay, you can give any name, suppose AT&T, which is biggest ISP. Okay, NTT, Sprint. Okay, let's call Airtel, Tata. Okay, this is Airtel looking glass. Let's go for Tata. Every ISP has looking glass. और क्या है? सिंगटेल कौन सा था? साइनटेल कौन सा था? सिंगटेल है. Okay, now this is all, just imagine the whole world is connected. And now whatever IP address you have, you can just check the BGP tables from any ISP. Okay, so for example, I'm taking that IP. I hope you remember this. Okay, so I'm just considering that this is my IP and now I'm going to check the looking glass. Okay, let's go to this Sprint. Sprint is also one of the ISP in US. And now I'm say show BGP route. I want to see the route for this network. Okay, and because this is not my network, I'm just for example, I'm taking the subnet of my ISP. Okay, तो मैं अपने ISP का subnet use कर रहा हूँ testing के लिए. Okay, I'm using my ISP subnet for testing. So now you can see I submit .0. Okay, you have to put the network ID. So now it is giving me the result. See how information is public to everyone, but just you don't know earlier. See, it is the output of a routing entry. So can you see this is the output from a Cisco router or somewhere? Okay, so this is the output from this router, which is in AHEM-CA, which is California maybe. हाँ, देख लेना कहाँ पे है. हाँ, it's an AHEM in city in California. Okay, so this is output. To go to this network, what I type here. Okay, so you can see this router, that Sprint is saying, yes, we have your route and we are getting your route from two links, two available. You can see I'm getting this link not from one location. I'm getting this link from two locations. Okay, one from this side and one, this is path one, this is path two. कि मुझे रास्ता भाई मिल रहा है, मुझे दो जगह से मिल रहा है. Okay, I'm getting this path from two locations. One from, okay, both I am getting from 133679498. You can see this is AS number list. The first, the route is coming from 13361. That is my ISP AS number. Then they forward, because ISP has taken connection from Airtel. This 9498 is Airtel, and this 6453 you can check on internet. By again go for BGP Ultra, BGP.tools maybe. You can go to this website and type AS number. Okay, you have to type in a bracket. Okay, मुझे देखना है 6453 belongs to which ISP. It is not giving 6453. Yeah. So 6453 Tata Communications America. Because I'm checking in which I'm checking America ISP T-Mobile. So basically, what is the design here? If you understand, so whatever I'm showing you, it is giving me the exact path. Okay. It is giving me exact path that I'm getting I'm checking in US, right? I'm checking in US. So this is where I'm checking. That's called Sprint ISP. I'm checking in the looking glass of Sprint. And then I check, okay, Sprint. Sprint is taking connection from Tata USA, Tata America, because Tata has America company also, Tata uh, Limited America. And then it is taken from Airtel India. And this is my originator, which was a company like Net Plus something, which has their own AS number. So this is where I'm checking. So it means in America, I'm getting all the routes, but this is the path. This is the path. Okay. You will understand all this. Okay. I'm just showing you that BGP is so vast that you can go to any website. You can go to Airtel. Now I'm looking at lg.airtel.in. Even the people who are in Airtel don't know sometimes this thing. Okay. I'm talking about the basic L1, L2 engineers. Okay, so now I'm looking for this route again, which is my this route. Okay. अब एयरटेल आपको डायरेक्ट दिखाएगा. एयरटेल will show you direct, okay, that I am the neighbor with Net Plus or anywhere. I want to see the BGP for this network. Okay, I am checking in Delhi, Gurgaon. Okay, you can see all the offices in Airtel. Like you have a lot of offices and you can check anywhere. 191WG. यार ये बड़ा गंदा लगता है मुझे करना. IWG5T. यस, इंटरनेट रन्स ऑन BGP. यही तो बात हो रही है इतनी देर से. ओके, सिलेक्ट सोर्स साइट बैंगलोर. ओके ओके, आई थिंक आई डू नॉट हैव टू यूज /24. ओ यार, सेशन एक्सपायर कर दिया हमने. They feel like they are on attack. Okay, you can look for another one. Okay, BGP. Like this is Tata. Okay, I'm looking at London location in Tata. You can see, you can select any location of Tata from here. And now you can see show route protocol BGP. And this router is going to give me the output. And this is a Juniper router, because whenever we use this TERS, it is like brief. Like we type show IP interface brief. So whenever you say TERS, it means show IP interface brief. Okay, that means brief in Juniper. Okay, so you can see I'm getting this route 180.250. I'm getting this from two locations, one from Airtel 9498. Okay, so Tata is connected to 9498 and 9498 is connected to 13367. तो ये अभी तो बोरिंग लग रहा होगा शायद तुम्हें. Okay, maybe some of you feel like it's boring thing, यार, what I'm checking. But once you learn the BGP, then it looks like more interesting to you. Okay, but my objective for today was to clear that why we are running BGP, why not any other protocol. Because BGP is the only protocol which help you to change incoming and outgoing behavior. The second, BGP is the only protocol which can advertise public IP addresses on internet. Clear? So any questions?
Sir,
Yeah.
सर एक्चुअली मेरा थोड़ा ऑफिस चल रहा था तो इसलिए ज्यादा ध्यान नहीं। सर ये बोल रहा था कि ये जो मतलब आप बोल रहे थे ना कि ट्रैफिक चेंज करता है, तो मतलब ट्रैफिक चेंज मतलब क्या होगा?
ट्रैफिक चेंज मतलब कहाँ से भेजना है, कहाँ से नहीं भेजना है, ये होता है ट्रैफिक चेंज का मतलब।
नहीं तो अगर मैं मतलब अपने होम मैं जैसे आईएसपी से कनेक्शन लेके मैं अगर गूगल पे जा रहा हूँ, तो उस टाइम पे आईएसपी और गूगल के बीच में बीजेपी रन होगा।
बीजीपी बीजीपी।
हाँ सर, हाँ बीजेपी उन दोनों
हम्म।
के बीच में रन होगा। तो मतलब ठीक है, ओके गॉट इट।
I think watch this class again from beginning. You had no clarity about the class, looks like. Okay, so any other question, guys?
सर ये डुअल मल्टी होम का अपने को बता सकते हो आप एक बार?
So
डुअल
dual
मल्टी होम
multi-home means like two connections with the two ISPs. That's called dual multi-home.
तो जो मल्टी हॉपिंग से क्या होता है?
Multi-home is like when you have two connections with ISP, two different ISP, that's called multi-home.
सर मल्टी हॉपिंग
Multi-hopping we'll discuss. Multi-hop, EBGP multi-hop, we'll discuss later on.
Suppose I have a big network from one side to another side, so I have to use private AS number in that, right? Only for LAN.
Mm-hmm.
And for internet connectivity like connecting with the ISP, I have to use the public AS. So on a single
You
router,
can't run two BGP in one router. You can't say BGP BGP 500 for Airtel and BGP like 65,500 something for your internal network. You can't run two BGPs. So
sir,
the private AS numbers are used by ISPs, okay, for their internal connectivity and for their internal route sharing.
but still I think the private, the ISP is also running two AS numbers, right? Because they are
Yes,
running one
but
for.
they are actually using private AS numbers so that like you can say they can use use customer routes. Okay, whenever a customer is using MPLS and all, okay, at that time they use a private AS number. Okay, but when it comes to the internet connection, then they use public AS number because MPLS is a private connection, na? So when you just need MPLS connectivity and ISP is giving you MPLS connectivity with BGP, then you have to use a private AS number of BGP. But when you want to connect with ISP with the real BGP connectivity and all, you want to advertise your public IP and all, then you need to run public AS number.
सर ये बोथ साइड एएस नंबर सेम होना चाहिए ना, मतलब आईएसपी एंड से और अपने एंड से?
No, 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 no. ISP and your router will be always in different AS number, not same.
व्हेन वी हैव टू कॉन्फ़िगर, अगर मेरे को ब्रांच में, अगर समझ लीजिए मेरा एक ब्रांच है, ओके, और मैंने लिंक कनेक्ट किया है, तो वो एएस नंबर, अगर मेरा एएस नंबर 6520 है तो आईएसपी के एंड से कोई तो डिफरेंट होगा?
Yes, if your AS number is like, this is the example. You can see if your AS number is 513, maybe the another router is 536, maybe the another router is 730. So when two different AS becomes neighbor, that's called EBGP, External Border Gateway Protocol.
सर डुअल मल्टी सॉरी डुअल मल्टी ऑप के लिए जिसमें रिडंडेंट लिंक होता है, मतलब रिडंडेंट लिंक का भी एस नंबर डिफरेंट होता है या फिर वो भी सेम होता है? क्योंकि एक लिंक
No,
डाउन
no,
होगा तो
okay, just hold on. I think till the
प्राइमरी
time you
लिंक
do not do any practical of BGP, you are not able to understand. Okay, so okay, as of now, I'm just showing you in packet tracer. Okay, which is just the basic connectivity. Okay, but the full labs we will be doing somewhere else. Okay, this is just a basic idea how you are connecting. Okay, so now consider like there are two routers. This is your company router. Okay, so let's call this is your company router. And this is ISP, Internet Service Provider. Okay, so now ISP will be in a different AS number and company will be in a different AS number. Okay, so company may be in any AS number. You can just take an example like this is an 800 and ISP is in like maybe 900. Okay, so they have connectivity. Okay, like this. And you have another router maybe which is ISP2 because you run BGP with in the case of multi-home. Yeah. So you have another connection with ISP2 and this is ISP and it's running AS1000. Okay, so let's call this is ISP2. So this is your company AS number 800. Okay, so now you have IP address like 200.1.1.1. Suppose we have 200.1.2. This side we have given 205.1.1, 205.1.2. Okay, so now you got a public pool. Okay, so consider any pool what you have here like data center and all. Okay, so these are your servers. And for these servers, you have taken the public pool, right? So my router has I can't see that port. Just hold on. So extra ports I have to add here. Okay, so now whatever public pool you got, suppose you got 200 7.1.1.0/24. Okay, so as of now, I'm just giving this direct IP. If you need NAT and all that, you can do later on. Okay, but I'm giving these IPs as these are my public server. Okay, so now consider like I need to advertise my pool to ISP and ISP can able to get all these routes. Okay, so basically very simple design. Okay, it is very basic lab just for the demonstration, but we will again do these stuff. Okay, so this is your company router. So first you go to that router and say enable config T, host name. Okay, so this is your company router or let's call gateway and interface GIG002 IP address 207.1.1.1.1 interface GIG001. This is GI00. ठीक है, पहला हमेशा practical try to get do in packet tracer because it feels like easy. That's the only logic to do in packet tracer. Okay. Sometimes we focus on advanced softwares or labs and we get confused. Okay. So now you can see this is a router and we have given IP addresses. Yeah. And I'm going to copy paste this in this router. CLI. So we have given IP addresses to this router. Then we go to another router, which is ISP router. ISP, and there is GI00. So host name ISP. GI000. So this is 200.1.1.2. Okay. And on ISP, I'm creating a loopback for testing to imagine this is the internet connection. Okay. तो मैं एक लूप बैक बना रहा हूं यहाँ पे. आई एम क्रिएटिंग ए लूप बैक हेयर फॉर इंटरनेट टेस्टिंग. ओके, देन आई विल गो टू ISP2. GI00. This is 205.1.1.2. And I'm creating the same loop back on this ISP2. Means both ISP have internet connectivity. Okay, that's the logic here. So I'm just creating a loop back in both the routers. So this is ISP config. This is ISP2 config. Okay, so now it is basic IP addresses are done. And let's give IP addresses to these servers also. Okay, now consider ISP like want to connect with any server, which are your public server. Okay. So if you ping from ISP to your server, it means the internet is running fine and anybody can access from internet. Okay. So if you ping from ISP to your company server, it means anybody can access this server from internet. But you can see I can't ping. And the same goes with this also. Any user, any LAN user or all, if any user want to access internet, like ping 8888, you can't access the internet also. It's saying destination host unreachable. Okay. So either you can put a default route and all, but I'm running BGP now. So I'm going to run a BGP here. So my AS number is, what is AS number here? You can simply say router BGP 800. That's my AS number. And then you type neighbor. Who is my neighbor? 200.1.1.2. And he is in which AS number? So tell me, ISP1 is in which AS number? 900. Okay, so this router, ISP router is my neighbor. So I'm saying my BGP AS number is 100. My neighbor IP address is this. And my neighbor address is remote AS 900. And the same goes with another neighbor 205.1.1.2, and the AS number is 1000. Is this easy? Because in BGP we create manual neighbors. In BGP we create manual neighbors. And then what network you have, which network you want to advertise to the entire world? कौन सा वो IP address है जो पूरी दुनिया को देना चाहते हो आप? Which IP address you want to share to the entire world? 207.1.1.1. So you can write here network 207.1.1.0, then subnet mask net mask 258.255.0. That I want to share this to the entire world, and these are my two neighbors. I will go to the router, and now you can see I think okay, mask, not net mask. नेट मास्क पता नहीं कहाँ यूज होता है. Okay, so mask, subnet mask 255.250. Okay, so this is the network. And now if you see, there is a command to check if our BGP is active, but it will not come active because from other side, you can see here we configured. No, it is not configured. I don't know why packet tracer has bugs. It is showing me BGP is up. Okay, but we will not depend on packet tracer for BGP. Okay, it's a basic software. Okay, but yes, for beginners it is okay. So consider this is like CCNA level BGP today. Okay, but okay, so we need to run BGP here also in ISP router BGP 900 neighbor neighbor 200.1.1.1 remote AS 800. Okay, and also you will advertise this 888 network from ISP 1. Okay, you go to ISP 1 and go to config T and run this BGP. So you can see instantly the BGP neighbor came up, but normally it takes time. So this is ISP 2 now, BGP AS number 1000. The neighbor IP is 205.1.1.1. Okay, you have to check the opposite side. So you can see we got the BGP neighbor up. Okay. So now if you go and check show IP BGP summary, that is a command to check the neighbors, which we will discuss in further classes also. And now if you check BGP table, where you see whatever internet routes, this is your internet BGP table. You can see millions of routes will be there in the BGP table, but this is a small lab. That's why we only see just 8 network and 207 network that owned by my company. Okay, it means I'm getting this route from 900, 1000 AS number. Okay, means everyone on internet, whenever they advertise all information that goes into BGP table, that's is the command show IP BGP table. So this is basically called internet table also. As of now, it is very small because this is just a basic lab. But in the real world, if you check show IP BGP on a big router, it will show you millions of routes. Okay. It will show you millions of path available. But here my connectivity was to test from ISP. Can I ping my public IP? Now you can see I can ping the public IP of the server. And if you see, can I ping internet 8888? Yes. Got the point? Means my expectation from all of you to just do this lab and try to just understand, okay, that BGP, in BGP, we put a neighbor command to become a neighbor. Okay. And then whatever networks you want to advertise to the entire world, you can advertise with this network command. And ISP also advertise the internet routes to you by putting network commands. Okay. So just do this lab. Okay. For this week. And next time we will come up with the BGP theory, BGP labs and all lot of things. Okay. It is just the start of BGP. There is long journey, right? We have to go for BGP. Okay, so I'm going to copy paste in the notes. So whatever handwritten notes I've created for today, I'll be sharing that as well. BGP intro. Okay, so these are the notes. This is the file, and let me share. Let me reset this network and share this packet tracer file with all of you also. BGP intro. Okay, so everyone just do this lab as well. Okay. So I'm sharing this link with all of you. Okay, so I've shared with all of you. So just try to do this lab, get the confidence, and next time we will see lot of things on BGP. Okay, I will show you the BGP labs also. So you can see we will be using the networking labs where I will show you some real scenarios. Let me show you. एक बहुत सही लैब हम करते हैं, बहुत बार करी है हमने. Let me show you that also. Yeah, the real BGP lab. Okay, so we do this lab also, where like you are connected with Airtel, Vodafone, internet. Okay, this is your LAN network. You are running OSPF. Means then you can choose, okay, that I want to forward traffic from Delhi. I want to transfer the traffic from Mumbai. Okay, means we will do a lot of stuff in this lab. Okay, that's related to the real scenarios. Okay, and there are other labs also on BGP. So you can see BGP origin code, BGP MED, BGP prevent transit AS something. Okay, so बहुत सारी BGP labs हैं यहाँ पे. Okay, so lab BGP local preference, BGP AS path prepend. So a lot of BGP labs are there. Okay, so this is eBGP multi-hop. This is route reflector lab, confederation. Means a lot of things are coming on. So you can just practice the lab one. Okay, and can we add description while giving remote AS? Yeah, Satish, you can give a description, but I'm just keeping today class very small, clear, and crisp, so that you just got an idea what is BGP. That's it. Okay, I do not want, because recently you guys completed OSPF. I do not want to create a lot of complex labs of BGP in the first class. Okay, थोड़ा time लो, OSPF अपना जब तक revise भी करो इस हफ्ते, and slowly we will go to the complex things of BGP as well. Okay, so study this week. At least I recommend you all to learn basic OSPF. Okay, because in BGP somewhere we will configure OSPF as well. Okay. Okay, so guys, see you all. Bye bye. Thank you. आज के लिए इतना ही बहुत है. Yes, लवदीप.
सर मैंने ना एक सबनेटिंग का क्वेश्चन करने की कोशिश कर रहा था, वो पूछ सकता हूँ?
हाँ, पूछो पूछो.
सर मैं आपको चैट में भेज रहा हूँ ये. सर इस क्वेश्चन को ना सॉल्व करने का मेरे को टेक्निक नहीं समझ आ रहा कि इसको कैसे सॉल्व करना चाहिए.
Okay. Let's see. So Lovedeep got a subnetting question. Let's solve. ILL will discuss here. ILL is internet lease line. Simple. You get internet connection dedicated. That's called ILL. Internet lease line. Okay, so he is asking one subnetting question that two routers, an engineer must configure /30 network into between two routers. Okay, so what subnet mask will be used? Okay, very simple. /30 means 252.
Correct.
Okay, so this is so 10, and now you have to check according to 252 which IP address will be okay for you. Okay, means which IP address is okay. So 252. So 30 means 252. So either B is the right answer or D. So now you have to check. Okay, so what is the total host value? So 32 minus 30 is 2. 2 the power of 2 is
4.
4. It means your block size is 4. Okay.
Yep.
So now you need to understand which is correct IP. So 10.2.13. 10.2.13 is not a correct IP because IP start from 10.2.1.0, then 10.2.1.1, 10.2.1.2, 10.2.1.3. So this is 4 IP block, right? This is the range.
Yes.
1.0 is network ID and 10.2.1.3 is broadcast IP. So network ID,
yes.
broadcast ID you can't use. So that's why B is also inaccurate. So the D is the right answer because it comes with the 2.
Okay, sir. Yes. Now I got the point. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Rahul, any question?
नो सर, नो सर.
ओके. ये हरिओम क्यों आशीर्वाद दे रहा है हम सबको? ये हरिओम दोबारा देना आशीर्वाद. Yeah, Hariom, tell me.
Sir, here you discuss the internet service provider ISP.
Huh?
Sir, ISP and media provider is the same, or is that different?
ISP provide what?
ISP and media provider, both are same, it is different?
ISP and media provider.
Yes.
Which media provider?
And here you made a layout. So one local IP is connected with two ISP. So there's two media also there. So media provider is
where is media?
So there is a gateway connected to ISP with the media.
So this is company router, this is ISP, this is ISP2.
So media provider is the same, it is different.
Acha, cable provider you are saying?
Yeah, sir.
Media provider, okay.
Yeah, media provider, yes.
The cable provider depends, obviously, if you take ISP, Airtel. So Airtel will give you cable. If you take connection from Vodafone will give you cable.
So this both are same.
If both are same, then both will be given by same service provider.
Actually, my company, sir, actually is the ISP is the Airtel, Tata, but media provider is the PCL, BSNL. So in this, they both are.
That is MPLS links are different. ISPs are different. Okay, so you are confused because you don't know MPLS, and he is correct. He is asking, like, we got two connections, right? Normally, every company router has two connections. Okay, one is internet link and one is MPLS link. Okay, so there we use, okay, maybe Airtel and this is maybe BSNL. Then you get confused. I'm using Airtel, but then why use BSNL for MPLS and all? So that you understand when you complete BGP, then you go for MPLS, then you understand that question. Okay. Okay, see you all. Bye-bye. Thanks. एनर्जी से आना अगली बार. ये लवदीप की तरह मत अंगड़ाइयां लेना, देखो. Okay guys, bye bye. राहुल होगी क्लास खत्म, देख ले नेटफ्लिक्स।